There we go. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? Great. My name is Dr. Mark Handy. I'm the medical director of the PA program at Emory. Excuse me. And I want to welcome everybody to the graduation. Everybody's proud of their children and grandchildren and spouses and all that good stuff there. And we'll welcome everybody here. Start the program here in a second. A couple of things. We'd like to clear the aisles if we can. So if you've got a seat next to you, move over, scooch over, invite your neighbor in there and sit down with you. And let's clear the aisles with that. Number 2 is the bathrooms, or as I call them, outhouses, left and right. So use those. Don't go out the front door back for that, but when the program's over, you can exit out the front door there. So I want to welcome everybody. Congratulations to the graduates, but I want to congratulate the families. So give yourselves a big hand. Enjoy.
invite you all to be seated. And I invite you this morning to join me in a spirit of prayer as we invite the presence of the one who has blessed us with the gift of this day. We are thankful, God, for moments and milestones that are set apart as occasions to celebrate, to remind us where we have been, and to orient us toward a hopeful future. We do not arrive at this threshold alone, and we certainly pause to give thanks for all who have made this day possible. For families who gave support and made adjustments to make this achievement possible, we are grateful beyond words. For faculty and staff members who believed in the potential of these graduates, who invested their time and skills, their wisdom and their care, we owe a debt of gratitude. For classmates who have shared struggles, academic and personal, and whose friendship made the journey lighter, we give thanks. As we continue to celebrate this special day, O God, fill these moments with joy, with purpose, and with hope about the possibilities that our futures hold. Amen.
Good morning and welcome to the Emory Henry University Graduate Summer Commencement. It is my honor as president to convene this morning's ceremony at Southwest Virginia's oldest institution of higher education. We are gathered here today to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2025 for the Master's in Business Administration, the Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, the Master in Physician Assistant Studies, the Doctor in Occupational Therapy, and Doctor in Physical Therapy programs. Class of 2025, we salute you. You have made many sacrifices and put in many long, long hours of studying to achieve your goal of earning your degree here today. We have no doubt you will be true leaders in your chosen business and healthcare career. And as we honor you here today, we would also like to recognize the many individuals that have supported you, comforted you, and celebrated your accomplishments along the way. You have met many challenges along your journey because of the help that you received from others. And first among your cheerleaders are your family members. I would like to ask the family members of all of our graduates to please stand and be recognized. The members of the School of Business and School of Health Sciences faculty constitute a second group that has played a central role in your success. These teachers, scholars, and mentors are the ones that have guided you, encouraged you, challenged, and prepared you to be highly skilled, compassionate business and healthcare professionals who will truly make a difference in the lives of your customers, clients, and patients, as well as the communities that you serve. At this time, I would like to introduce the School of Business and School of Health Sciences faculty members who are with us this morning. And as I introduce them, I ask them to stand and remain standing until all introductions have been made. And please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. Faculty members from the School of Business include Dr. Marcelina Hamilton, Dr. Deborah Spencer, Dr. Denise Stanley, faculty members from the Department of Clinical Mental Health Counseling include Dr. Stephanie Rutledge, Dr. Jessica Burkholder, and Dr. David Burkholder. Faculty members from the Department of Physician Assistant Studies include Phil Davis, Dr. Edward Rosenbach, Emily Bodfish, Sierra Thomas, and Dr. Chris Qualls. Faculty members from the Department of Occupational Therapy include Dr. John Jackson, Dr. Terry Gilley, Dr. Amanda Bird Blevins, Dr. Amy Evans, Dr. Stephanie Williams, Dr. Hannah Caudell. Faculty members from the Department of Physical Therapy include Dr. Eric Coley, Dr. Rose Pignataro, Dr. Will Bodfish, Dr. Casey Savage, Dr. Christy Angelopoulou, Dr. Chase Edwards, Dr. John Graham, and Dr. Ashley Medley. And also with us are Victoria Koger from our Health Sciences Library and Amy Hopkins Mason from Student Accessibility Coordinator. Please join me in thanking the faculty members. At this time, I'd like to introduce members of the platform party. And as I introduce them, I also ask them to stand and remain standing until all have been introduced. Dr. Marcelina Hamilton, serving as Interim Dean of the university's School of Business. Dr. Blake Justice, Interim Dean of the university's School of Health Sciences. Dr. Steph Curley, Assistant Dean of Students. And Tammy Sheets, Registrar for the Health Sciences campus. I would also like to recognize a special guest that is with us today, Karen Todd, one of our trustees. I want to thank you, Karen, for your service and your leadership. Other members of the platform party include the Reverend Sharon Wright, University Chaplain, and Dr. Michael Puglisi, Provost and Executive Vice President. Thank you. This commencement ceremony would not be possible without the work of the talented and dedicated administrative support staff in the Schools of Business and Health Sciences, who are throughout the audience. And I would like to recognize at this time Nikki Carroll. If wherever you are, just raise your hand, wave. Madison Hammond, Dr. William Handy, Cody Hester, Jack Murray, Carolyn Powers, Carrie Price, Tracy Reinhardt, Joanna Saunders Hall, Judy Sweat, and Candace West. And lastly, I would like to thank our partner, the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center, for the use of this wonderful facility for this morning's commencement ceremony. So at this time, I am privileged to introduce our first commencement speaker, Tracy Wright. Tracy currently works at Virginia Peninsula Community College where she serves as the Director for Campus and Community Initiatives for the historic Triangle Campus. Having worked at Middle Tennessee State University, Appalachian State University, and Cleveland State Community College, Tracy has spent the majority of her career as a higher education administrator. However, she shared with me that, and I'm glad to say, that her service as the Dean of Students at Emory Henry University School of Health Sciences remains the most treasured opportunity in her career. As an educator and an advocate for students, Tracy strives to assist college students in unraveling the institutional processes and developing into engaged citizens who care about their community and those they come in contact with. Tracy earned a Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics and a master's degree in educational leadership and administration from Middle Tennessee State University. Tracy, who is a wife and a mother of 2 daughters, describes herself as an average citizen who is seeking meaningful ways to have a positive impact on the communities that she is part of and on the people that she engages. Please come to the stage.
To Dr. Fincher and all the other esteemed members of the platform party, to the members of the 2025 graduating class, to this amazing faculty and staff from the School of Business and the School of Health Sciences, to the parents, friends, guardians, preceptors, host families who have loved, supported, and encouraged this amazing group of graduating students, I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to speak with you today. I could be wrong, but I think I'm one of the very few people who have had the privilege to orient each of our graduating students as you began your journey as graduate students at Emory Henry University. While I did not get to spend time beyond orientation with our amazing MBA graduates, it is really special that I had time with each and every graduating student that's here today. That makes the invitation that I received to bring a short message to you even more of a treasured gift. Now let me be transparent about the fact that despite having months to prepare for this moment, this speech only came to me in fullness on this past Thursday, August the 7th. Many of you know that I'm a woman of faith, so part of my faith journey is that whenever I'm given the privilege to speak in front of a large group, I wait until the right words come to me. It's a scary thing, and now I stand here behind you. I want you to know I still stand behind my guidance to you all as students, not to procrastinate, because I know I've told you that before. But this is how I always have operated for many years when asked to speak. I also need to be truthful in sharing that I'm a bit nervous because I'm tasting the bittersweet nectar of the opportunity to make a short address to you. So I'm a little nervous about that. I promise not to take much time because I know you're ready to walk across this stage, get to celebrating with your family. Some of you might still need to move out of your apartments so your landlords will get off your backs, and then get on to attending those important matters so that you can starting that next chapter in your lives. I feel I had the best job at the School of Health Sciences. I had the opportunity to work with our amazing faculty and staff and to support you, our students, as you pursued your degree. Leaving my role as Dean of Students in Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging was hard. So if you will allow me, I'd like to use as a subject this morning, teach them how to say goodbye. I'm not sure I ever share it with you, but one of the things I love is history, and I love plays, musicals, all of those things. So one of the highlights of my time in supporting the arts was the opportunity to see the musical Hamilton on Broadway. As I was still in the 11th hour determining what I might say to you today, the lyrics from the song, One Last Time, kept running through my head. If you've seen the production, then you might recall this is a song that George Washington's character sings along with the character of Alexander Hamilton as he shares with Alexander Hamilton his decision to vacate the role of president, rather to remain in power as the kings from the country they have fought to gain their independence do. The refrain from this song is, "No, one last time. The people will hear me one last time. And if we get this right, we're going to teach them how to say goodbye. Yes, you and I will teach them how to say goodbye." So today, as you prepare to make this transition from student to employee, some of you, I know, are still in the search for your next job. Know that you're not alone in that, because I talked to several of you still on the hunt. Some of you are preparing to start your first full-time job. Others of you have already worked professionally before, but you're anxious and excited about this new job in your chosen profession. And then particularly our MBA students, I know many of you have been working full-time jobs as you've pursued this degree. So you're getting ready to start this next chapter. But no matter what type of transition you're making, as you embrace your new title as alumni at Emory Henry University, there are, for most of you, some classmates and some faculty and staff that you're going to have a hard time saying goodbye. While my time at Emory Henry pales to George Washington's service and time as general and president, I'm thinking that right now, if you were listening to the introduction, I moved a little bit in my lifetime, so I might have a few words of advice that I can give you about how to say goodbye. First of all, I propose to you that saying goodbye doesn't mean you have to shut the door on those relationships. I found across the 7 moves that I made in my lifetime, from one city to another city, from one state to another state, that with a little bit of intentionality, you can still maintain significant relationships with those people that you made those new bonds with. Those relationships, if we're honest, if I'm being honest, are going to be a little bit different. You have to really work at it. You find that life is happening once you move. You have full intentions. I'm going to stay in touch. We'll reach out all the time. But the reality is life is going to start happening. Your new career is starting to happen. New relations still start happening. And for some of you, you'll start forming your own family. However, with a little intentionality, you can still maintain those relationships. So when you are able to reconnect, it's like you pick right up where you left off and you just keep right on going. I've had that magical experience coming back here yesterday and reconnecting with you and with my colleagues. We just haven't skipped a beat. Another important thing to consider when you're leaving is how you leave. Strive to leave things in good order as you can, given the amount of notice that you have. This one's always hard for me. There never seems to be enough time to tie up all of the loose ends and to complete all of those things that you have on your to-do list. But making sure you've done the absolute best that you can with the time that you have is important. Finally, take time to reflect on your time and let others know the impact that they've had on your lives. This might be classmates, colleagues, community members, and faculty and staff. Your reflection could reveal that even those who were sometimes difficult to work with have actually helped you grow in ways that you might not have realized at that particular time. Reflect and share the impact others have had on your lives. I hope that as you reflect on my time with you as your Dean of Students and how I left, that you can see that I'm speaking from my own personal experience. I'm grateful to have been given one last time for the graduates to hear me one last time, and if I got this right, I've helped them learn how to say goodbye.
Thank you for those heartfelt words and that excellent message. It's now my honor to introduce the next speaker, Dr. Michael Abbott, who's president of Carilion Clinic's Roanoke-based operations that includes the health system's flagship Carilion Roanoke Memorial Hospital, Virginia's third largest hospital and the region's largest employer, as well as Roanoke Community Hospital, the Virginia Tech Carilion Health Sciences and Technology Campus, and numerous medical practices. Dr. Abbott attended Emory Henry as an undergraduate, participating in the 2+3 program in pharmacy and completing his professional degree at the Medical College of Virginia Commonwealth University. While attending Emory and Henry, he was a member of the Blue Key Honor Society and a winner of the Freshman Chemistry Award, which is a daunting task. Dr. Abbott later completed his Master's of Business Administration at Everett University and his Doctor of Pharmacy degree from the University of Florida. He's board certified in pharmacotherapy and a fellow of the American College of Healthcare Executives. He began his career in clinical pharmacy and has worked in hospital administration for the past 25 years. In addition to his current role at Carilion Clinic, Dr. Abbott has served on numerous boards, currently participates with the Bradley Free Clinic and Virginia Center for Health Innovation. I now invite Dr. Abbott to deliver remarks to our graduates.
Good morning. I heard more enthusiasm earlier. Good morning. Thank you, Dean Justice, Emory Henry Board of Trustees, President Fincher, distinguished faculty, honored guests, and last but not least, our class of 2025 and your families. It is truly an honor to join you for today's commencement, marking the culmination of many years of hard work and sacrifice. And today, many of you may even be the first in your family to earn a professional or a graduate degree. Truly, congratulations. You have achieved something truly remarkable, and it's a privilege to stand with you today and prepare to shape the future of business and healthcare. As your commencement speaker, I hope to uphold the advice I once received. Be brief, be bright, and be gone. Because today is really about you and this final moment together as a class. As an alumnus of Emory and Henry, being part of the ceremony is especially meaningful and prompted me to reflect on my own experience. When I was a student, the Marion campus didn't exist. Emory and Henry wasn't a university. To be a hospital pharmacist took 5 years, and today it takes almost 10 years. Which illustrates the first of the 3 points that I want to share with you this morning. That first point being the importance of lifelong learning, a principle that will serve you well in your career. And I'd also like to talk about giving back to the communities that have given so much to us and the importance of mentoring. So my first point, lifelong learning. Your education has provided you with strong foundations, but the world you're entering is constantly evolving. Your knowledge is current today, but from this moment, it begins to age. In healthcare, new research, treatments, and technologies emerge constantly. In business, market shifts, and innovation is relentless. Let's start with a simple example. Think about the medical record. I think the medical profession is the last profession to give up handwriting. But we moved to an electronic medical record. Well, then we use scribes to help get the information in the medical record. And then we use speech recognition. Today at Carilion Clinic, we're able to use ambient AI to automatically transcribe and summarize patient encounters. If you move to the health side, in 1982, when I was a student at Emory and Henry, Carilion Clinic performed the very first open heart surgery in Southwest Virginia. Today at Carilion, in our structural heart program, we don't open the chest. We replace a heart valve through a catheter inserted into a blood vessel. In our aortic surgery program, we use a patient-specific 3D model to do the surgical planning. In our cancer program, we use genetic engineering to modify a patient's own cells to target and destroy cancer cells. These are healthcare examples, but remember, there are products and businesses that are essential to these advances. Regardless of your path, what's important is you never stop learning. Your college experience has taught you not just what to learn, but how to learn, how to interpret information, how to adapt. The world is going to change, and you need to be prepared to change with it. Whether or not you go on to earn other degrees, stay curious. Read journals in your field, join and engage with professional societies, attend conferences, follow thought leaders, embrace technology. Besides keeping current, all of these things will make your career more satisfying and more fulfilling. Each degree, certificate, and learning has been a step in my own journey that opened doors and prepared for what was next. My second point, giving back. I encourage you to find ways to give back to your community. None of us got to where we are alone. Our communities, teachers, mentors, families, friends have invested in us, supported us, believed in us. I challenge you to repay that investment by engaging with your community. Find ways to contribute, whether through volunteering, serving on boards, or supporting local organization. My own experience through volunteering, serving with the Bradley Free Clinic has been one of the most rewarding parts of my career. I volunteer my time both as a member of the board and as a pharmacist, working alongside other professionals who are volunteering their time to help the most vulnerable in our community. The Bradley Free Clinic has impacted more than 100,000 lives since it opened 51 years ago. In 2024, more than 450 volunteers like you, physician assistants, physical therapists, occupational therapists, mental health counselors, and even MBAs on the board side, donated over 12,500 hours. In this year, we cared for 4,000 patients who saw 18,000 visits to the clinic. And these are patients who otherwise may make a choice because they can't afford to see their doctor. They can't afford to get their prescriptions filled. Giving back isn't just about charity. It's about building relationships, strengthening the places we live, and finding fulfillment beyond our professional achievements. Research studies indicate that people who are engaged in their communities live longer and healthier lives. So look for opportunities to make a difference, whether big or small. Your community helped you get here. Now it's your turn to help others. My third point, mentorship. Become a mentor. Each of you is unique, shaped by your experience and the people who have guided you. We all have stories of mentors who challenged us, supported us, and helped us grow. One of my early mentors was a veterinarian, Dr. David Stanley, who I worked for in high school and college. I share this not because I wanted to become a veterinarian, but because he was a great example of leadership and kindness. I took care of animals, I helped with surgeries, I filled prescriptions, I built fences on his farm, I painted his buildings. He was a value-driven person. He taught me the value of hard work, faith, and caring for others. He cared about everyone who worked for him and treated his clients with the highest respect. His values and work ethic are something I carry with me today. Now, he was also the father of 5 children, at least 2 of whom attended Emory Henry, one being Dr. Tal Stanley, who just recently retired from the university. Now, I would be remiss not to include an example of a professor. So when I was a student at Emory Henry, one of my professors who stood out was Dr. Dan Boy, my physics professor. He was really engaged with the students and created a close-knit learning environment that set us on a course for success. You have been on picnics, but have you ever been on a physnic? Now, I won't try to explain what that was, but needless to say, he made physics fun and understandable, which is really hard to do. And when I encounter former classmates today, we all agree what a difference his mentorship made for us. So throughout your career, like mine, each person you will work with is uniquely different, and you can learn from everyone. You will learn great ways to accomplish goals, and sometimes you might learn how not to do things. But that's okay. That's a life lesson too. As you advance, remember to share your knowledge and support those who follow. Mentorship is more than giving advice. It's about listening, encouraging, and helping others find their own path. In leadership roles, you're often mentoring when you don't even know it, because your team is watching you every day. By mentoring others, you not only help them succeed, you also continue your own growth and contribute to the strength of the profession. So finally, in closing, I'd like to leave you with one final thought. Success isn't measured by titles and salaries alone. True fulfillment comes from balancing your professional ambition with your personal values: family, faith, community, and well-being. Consider this quote by Maya Angelou, who is an American poet and civil rights activist. "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. It's the relationships, the experiences we share, and the sense of purpose that matters most." Many of you are from this area and are committed to staying here, where you'll care for your family, your friends, your neighbors, and you'll see the impact in the community every day. Your choice is commendable. The need for care in Southwest Virginia is great and becoming even greater. But wherever you wind up, be a lifelong learner. Give back, be engaged in your community, and be a mentor. Thank you for the honor of spending this day with you, and truly, congratulations.
Dr. Abbott, thank you so much for being with us this morning, for sharing your professional journey and your life lessons, and most importantly, your inspiring message to our class of 2025.
Graduates, it's now your time. President Fincher, I now have the honor of presenting to you candidates who have been approved for graduation by the faculty of Emory Henry University according to the policies set forth by the Board of Trustees. Having successfully completed all academic requirements, they are fully qualified for the degree of Master of Business Administration. Would the MBA candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and Emory Henry University Board of Trustees, and with pride and affection, I confer upon you the Master of Business Administration degree with all of the rights, privileges, responsibilities appertaining hereunto.
Please escort the successful candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree to the platform for the formal awarding of their diplomas from Emory Henry University.
Chelsea Jeanette Hodges. Alexis Marche Humbert. Ahmad Ibrahim. John Robert McCarthy. Gregory Jean-Pierre Onavera. Caitlin McKenna Quillen. Alice Michelle Schlichting. Anthony Lee Sims. Thomas Cade Snetherly. Miranda Taylor Steele. Grace Ellington Wagner.
President Fincher, I now have the honor of presenting to you these candidates who have been approved for graduation by the faculty of Emory Henry University according to the policies set forth by the Board of Trustees. Having successfully completed all academic requirements, they are qualified for the degree of Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Would the CMHC candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Emory Henry University Board of Trustees, and with pride and affection, I confer upon you the Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining hereunto.
Please escort the successful candidates for the Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling degree to the platform for the formal awarding of their diplomas from Emory Henry University.
Zachary Cleland. Kyla Marie Cosentino. Katrina M. Hundley. Logan Nutter. Megan Ann Spencer. Cassidy Welch. Candace West.
President Fincher, I now have the honor of presenting to you candidates who have been approved for graduation by the faculty of Emory Henry University according to the policies set forth by the Board of Trustees. Having successfully completed all academic requirements, they are fully qualified for the degree of Master of Physician Assistant Studies. Would the MPAS candidates please rise?
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Emory and Henry Board of Trustees, and with pride and affection, I confer upon you the Master of Physician Assistant Studies degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining hereunto.
Please escort the successful candidates for the Master of Physician Assistant Studies degree to the platform for their formal awarding of their diplomas from Emory and Henry University.
Bailey Quinn Agate. Maggie Ann Gilman Alley. Maya Annunziato. Erica Nicole Borth. Jacob Tyler Bowles. Lauren Alexandra Branch. Mary Madison Brewer. Jade Christine Calloway. Gray Elizabeth Capazzoli. Brooke Lauren Cox. Kyria Camilla Douglas. Olivia Downing. Fiza Asan. Stephen Lee Elsey. Chloe Lonnie Hall. Catherine Austin Hartz. Alex Joseph Hohensee. Frial Imran. Lauren Emily Newell Klink. Jasmine Lee. Miriana Drew Lyon. Amber Kathleen Major. Hannah Elizabeth Martin. Audrey Elizabeth Mason. Callie Grace McMurray. Dina Nguyen. Maya Parlier. Kajal Bhavik Patel. Amulia Pana. Mubaraka Saifi. Brandon Romero Servino. Rochelle Renzi Taro. Rachel Zoe Campbell.
President Fincher, I now have the honor of presenting to you these candidates who have been approved for graduation by the faculty of Emory Henry University according to the policies set forth by the Board of Trustees. Having successfully completed all academic requirements, they are fully qualified for the degree of Doctor of Occupational Therapy. Would the candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Emory Henry University Board of Trustees, and with pride and affection, I confer upon you the Doctor of Occupational Therapy degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining hereunto.
Please escort the successful candidates for the Doctor of Occupational Therapy degree to the platform for the formal awarding of their diplomas from Emory Henry University.
Megan Marie Brackman. Brianna J. Coley. Kara Michelle Deeds. Cameron Hope Hawkins. Audra Elizabeth Horton. Abigail Kathleen Jennings. Kelly Ann Johnson. Natalie Faith Jones. Bradley Nash Paris. Jay Skurlock Jr. Olivia Macy Shaw. Nicole Brooke Sherwood. Faith Elizabeth Simpson.
Derek Scott Sutton. Madison Channing Thompson. William Jacob Wall.
President Fincher, I now have the honor of presenting to you these candidates who have been approved for graduation by the faculty of Emory Henry University according to the policies set forth by the Board of Trustees. Having successfully completed all academic requirements, they are fully qualified for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy. Would the candidates please rise?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Emory and Henry Board of Trustees, and with pride and affection, I confer upon you the Doctor of Physical Therapy degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining hereunto.
Please escort the successful candidates for the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy to the platform for the formal awarding of their diplomas from Emory and Henry University.
Parker and Alexa. Ashley Nicole Ballingy. Leslie Bates. Lakin Lachelle Burris. Haley Brooke Collins. Alexia Kubas. Isabella Derdarian. Logan Rollins Duffy. Logan Paul Hart. Lindsay Mason Jones. Raylon Knowles. Taylor Lamb. William Blake Maderas. Meredith Blair Miles. Justin Michael Pennington. Allison Brooke Pertee. Paul Pham. Paige Ann Queen. Madeline Grace Robb. Jahan Sina Shaheg. Hannah Roberts Sowers. Marcus Brett Taylor. Michaela Patricia Weber. And last but not least, Albertus Wright III.
Will all of the Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Master of Physician Assistant Studies, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, and Doctor of Physical Therapy degree recipients please stand and remain standing? Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you the graduates of the Emory Henry University School of Business and School of Health Sciences, class of 2025. Class of 2025, you have made your mark on Emory and Henry, and I know that Emory and Henry has made its mark on you. Do not forget from whence you came. Now go forth in search of opportunities to make this world a better place as you assume your rightful places in the company of the distinguished graduates of this university. Godspeed, class of 2025. Again. At this time, I invite all members of the audience to stand as you are able for the spoken benediction delivered by the Reverend Sharon Wright. Following the benediction, please remain in place until the recession is complete.
The first part of my benediction is specifically applicable to our OT, PT, PA, and mental health graduates. I'm adding everybody else in, don't worry. Blessed be your hands that will touch life, your ears that will listen to pain, your eyes that will see with compassion. Blessed be your voice that will offer words of hope when a diagnosis is overwhelming. Blessed be your practices of empathy and wisdom as you help patients and clients push through pain to find healing. Blessed be your minds as you problem solve, as you think thoughtfully and critically with your customers, with your clients, and with your patients. Blessed be your hearts as you serve others creatively, justly, and with integrity. Blessed be your futures, the lives you all will impact, the support and visionary leadership you will share with your colleagues. And for us all, let us all go forth from this place with joy and with thanksgiving, with a renewed commitment to the value of the education of the whole person, committed to serving one another and creating communities of care wherever life's journey takes us. Go forth this day in peace. Amen.